Arun never doubted his mother, the Mayanthi's, affection. She knew his likes, dislikes, and all his little habits. But that affection was like a mirror where only his sister, Shikha's reflection shone clearly, while Arun's image always remained blurred. The Mayanthi was a stern and controlling woman who believed that the family's honor and future rested on the eldest daughter. Shikha, 3 years younger, was beautiful, talented in art, and naturally sought attention. Arun, on the other hand, was quiet, immersed in mathematics and science, and never became the center of attention. This inequity began in their childhood. Whenever both children returned from school, Shikha was always greeted with cold water and a snack of her favorite potato chips. Arun always had to go to the kitchen, pour his own water, and often settled for stale biscuits. Shikha needs rest. She was at drawing class for a long time. His mother would always justify, even if Arun had spent the same amount of time in tuition. The greatest injustice lay in their study spaces. Shikha's room was large, airy, and equipped with a new study table. Arun stayed in his room, which was attached to the storeroom, dimly lit with a window that was permanently jammed shut. "You need more concentration, Arun. You will find peace in solitude." His mother's argument was little more than an excuse for isolation. When Arun complained, his mother sternly dismissed him. "We are saving money for Shikha's wedding. You are a man. You will earn your own way." Arun never argued. He learned to quietly swallow the injustice, believing it might be his fate, or perhaps that he genuinely wasn't as good as Shikha. As they grew older, the disparity deepened financially and emotionally. Arun had always dreamed of studying engineering, but when the time for college admissions came, his mother's stance was clear. Shikha has to enroll in the expensive city art college. The fees are high. Therefore, Arun, you will pursue your B.Sc. from the local government college, his mother announced. Arun dared to protest. "But mother, I can get a scholarship. I can secure a seat at a top engineering college." "Why do you always talk about money?" the Mayanthi asked angrily. "Don't you care about your sister's future? You have always been selfish. You will have to sacrifice your dreams. This is for the family." Arun knew that family meant only Shikha. He enrolled in the government college. Shikha got her preferred art college. His mother accompanied her to the hostel, bought her expensive clothes, and sent her weekly sweets and gifts. Arun never received a gift. His mother's focus was entirely on Shikha's new life, while Arun had to work part-time just to afford his own college fees. One day, Arun asked his mother for a laptop because he was struggling with online classes. "Your sister needed a tablet for her projects. We bought that," his mother replied dismissively. "You can use the college library to work." In that moment, something inside Arun snapped. It wasn't just about money. It was about value. His mother had made it clear that, as a male, his value was less, his needs were fewer, and his aspirations were unnecessary. Arun quietly continued his work. He utilized his scholarship, tutored at a local coaching center, and eventually bought a decent laptop himself. He stopped talking to his mother about his job applications, his promotions, or his small successes. 3 years later, Arun completed his degree and secured a well-paying job at a major IT company. Shikha, meanwhile, was interning at a small art gallery after finishing her studies. The time had come for his mother to claim the fruit of her investment. "Arun," his mother said one evening with a rare, sweet tone. "Shikha dreams of opening a large studio in the city. She needs some seed money. You will need to give her most of your first salary." Arun looked into his mother's eyes. He was no longer the silent boy. "No, mother," he said firmly for the very first time. The Mayanthi was stunned. "What did you say? Are you refusing?" "Yes, I will certainly help my sister, but it will not be with my first salary, which I need to pay off the education loan you forced me to take." Arun replied in a calm but strong voice. "How dare you?" His mother's face flushed with anger. "I raised you. I did everything for you." "You raised me, mother, that is true," Arun countered. "But you did not deliver justice. You gave me a storeroom while Shikha had a new study table. You sent me to the cheap college so Shikha could go to the expensive one. You denied me a laptop because Shikha needed a tablet. Arun spoke openly for the first time, and his mother was speechless in shock. I endured all of that in silence, thinking perhaps your men must earn their own way argument was correct. But today, when I have finally earned it myself, you are once again valuing my earnings less than Shikha's needs. He looked straight into her eyes. I have built my own value, mother. And now, I will not surrender control of that value to you or to Shikha. I will give Shikha a small gift for her studio, but it will not be a debt, nor will it be my entire salary. Arun ignored his mother's disappointment. He gave Shikha a small but respectful amount, clarifying that it was a gift from a brother, not an order from their mother. His mother realized her mistake too late. She knew she had pushed Arun back emotionally and financially, assuming that as a man, he would simply endure it. But this very injustice had made Arun strong and self-reliant. Arun was free. He moved into his new apartment, airy and full of light. Before leaving his mother's house, he took one last look at his old, dark room. On the wall, he taped a note that his mother found later. Dear mother, love requires justice. You thought I was indebted to you, but now I am indebted only to myself. You taught me that I must build my own path. I have, your son, Arun. Arun began his life anew. He was no longer a victim of his mother's inequity, but an independent individual living on his own terms. He loved his mother, but that love was now built on a strong foundation of respect and boundaries. He had finally taken control of his own narrative.